ranked our company as the 16th largest minority company in Nashville. And we were able to build a 7-figure business in less than 5 years based on some principles that I'm going to share with you guys. So hopefully you can take some things that I've learned and that I'll share with you this morning to help you in your business and in your life. Now, how many of you guys went to college and got a degree? How many people have a master's degree? Where my smart folks at? Woo. What about a PhD? Anybody got a PhD in here? No PhDs? Okay, so yesterday I spoke up at Vanderbilt and I asked the crowd, how many people have a PhD? And obviously only the professors raised their hands. But I'm going to help you guys today get a PhD. Who's down for that?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Let's get a PhD, okay? So when you leave here, you're going to have a PhD. And I call it your PhD in business, your PhD in life. Because I think that we should always live our lives or run our businesses by principle. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we make decisions in life based on emotion, right? We get tired, so we don't want to be consistent in our business, or we get upset about something, or we get frustrated, and we're not as disciplined or as committed as we need to be. But if we align ourselves with principles, then we'll always stay consistent and stay committed. So let me give you a quick example. One principle that everybody knows is gravity, right? So what goes up must come down, right? That's a principle. So a principle is going to be true whether you believe it or not, whether you're frustrated or not, okay? Whether you're a female or male, you could be in Japan, gravity's still going to work. Like you don't wake up one day and see pigs flying, okay? So gravity is going to work, and that the principle is the principle. So you could not believe in gravity. You could go to the top of this restaurant building and jump, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall down, whether you believe it or not. Okay? So I'm going to share some quick principles with you guys to help you get your PhD. Okay? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. So the P stands for psychology. Okay? You must develop a winning psychology. So do you know that people who are successful, or entrepreneurs, or salespeople even, people that drive business, think differently than those who do not drive business. They have a different mindset. They have a different psychology. So we have to develop a winning psychology. And one of the principles or mindsets that I've learned to develop is that all hard work leads to a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. So I tell my sales guys this all the time. All hard work leads to a profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. Okay? So you may not have the most talent, you may not have the most resources, contacts, or whatever, but if you work hard, you're going to make some progress. And you may have heard the quote, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work, right? So if you get out there and put in the work, and I've seen it over and over again, especially with my sales guys. Guys come in and they're not great speakers, or they don't know how to give a great presentation, or they don't have a lot of experience, but they're willing to work, right? And I had one guy, he had no experience whatsoever in sales, but he was hungry. He had gone through some unfortunate circumstances in his life, and he needed some money, okay? Has anybody ever needed some money? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, being broke is a great motivator, okay? So he was super motivated. I didn't have to, make him accountable, do a morning call, an afternoon call. He was calling me like crazy because he was prospecting like crazy. He was following up. He was setting appointments. And right now, he's our top sales guy. He's brought so much revenue to our company, and all he brought to the table initially was work ethic, all right? So that's the psychology that I love to share and develop, but all hard work leads to a profit. So a lot of times we think we got to work smarter, okay? And sometimes we get lazy, let's be honest, right? Sometimes I don't feel like working. I'm going to tell you, this morning, I didn't feel like getting up and going to the gym. I usually get up at 4 a.m. and go to the gym. Do I feel like getting up every morning? Absolutely not. But I got on up, and I was fussing at myself, like, you got to go. But when I got there, I felt a lot better. I got on the treadmill. I didn't feel like running. I just started walking at first. And an hour later, I was still walking. But my point is, I went to the gym, okay? So sometimes we have to align ourselves with the principle and not the emotion about how we feel. Y'all got me? So develop a winning psychology. Okay, so the H stands for hustle. All right? Hustle. Now what does hustle mean? Now, when I was growing up, hustling had a negative connotation. Okay, we thought it meant somebody who was an illegal pharmaceutical salesperson, okay, if you were hustling. But today, I think because of hip hop, when we say hustling, it just means working hard, okay? You're going out here and you're working hard. But you have to hustle doing the right things. Hustling doesn't mean just being busy. It means being productive, okay? So I teach my team on a consistent basis what is work, what is hustling, what is this hard work, this grind that we're talking about. And as a salesperson or as an entrepreneur, work, the definition of work is talking to potential clients or talking to potential referral partners. Mm-hmm. That's work. Everything else is not work. Mm-hmm. Now, do you have to organize your desk? Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Do you have to organize your email? Do you have to do research? Do you have to get certified? Do you have to drive to appointments? Yes. You have to do all these things, right? That's part of your daily flow, but it's not work.
That's right.
So if you look at your activity throughout your day, like at the end of the day today, I want you to look at everything you did and identify what actions were actually talking to potential customers or talking to potential referral partners. And you may find out that you only worked 1 hour. Mm-hmm. You may only find out you only worked 2 or 3 hours, but you spent 8 to 10 hours doing stuff, mm-hmm. right? So it's okay, we gotta do this other stuff, but what I encourage you to do is identify or structure your time so that you know when you're actually gonna be working, okay? So about 5 years ago, that's what I do with my business. I created a 90-day program and I had 4 hours a day that I was actually working, okay? 4 to 5 hours a day. The other 3 to 5 hours, I was doing other stuff that needed to be done, but it wasn't considered work. So when we're honest with ourselves and we identify what work is, we're going to be more productive, and I guarantee you your goals are going to be reached a lot quicker too. Okay? So that's the H, hustle. So the P stands for what again? Psychology. The H stands for hustle. Now the D stands for discipline. So I have this principle in our business, and we say discipline pays dividends. Okay? Again, when I started my company, we had a 90-day program, and it was super structured. Okay, so from 8:30 to 10:30, we knew exactly what we were going to be doing every single day, Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. From 10:30 to 12, we knew exactly what we were going to be doing. 12 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, right? And nothing interrupted exactly what we would be doing. Now, every day is not going to run perfectly. Every day, in fact, is not going to go as planned, and we know that, right? Things are going to come up. We're going to have emergencies. You know, we got to get a new a mouse pad, right? That's important, right? But things are going to come up. But it's important to have that structure and discipline. So between 8:30 and 10:30, that was our time to prospect. That was our time to be smiling and dialing or knocking on doors and trying to find new qualified prospects, okay, that we can set appointments with and share the services or solutions that we have for our services. And nothing interrupted that. So if my wife called, I didn't even answer the phone. Mm-hmm. But listen, my wife is a trip. I would tell her ahead of time, okay, between 8:30 and 10:30, I gotta stay focused on this. If it's not an emergency, do not call me, okay? Seriously. Like, what do you think happened?
She called you.
She called me. Like one day, I'm making calls, I'm going crazy, right? I'm focused, back to back. You know, I turn my email off, everything is off, I'm just focused. And then I get a call from her. I don't answer it. Keep making calls. She calls me back. I don't answer it again. She calls me back again. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be an emergency. I pick up the phone. I say, what's up, babe? What's going on? She said, oh, I just wanted to tell you have a good day. Come on, man. That is not an emergency, right? I said, oh, boo, thank you, but please. All right, let me jump off the phone. And we had to have another conversation because it was that important to me. I tell people if the Queen of England called, I'm not answering the phone because I wanted to be that disciplined. I had this crazy rule, and we used to do this thing in our business called Push Week, where we would have an all-out massive action week where we were just going crazy, prospecting, running appointments. And I told my team, I said, we're not going to eat until everybody sets 3 appointments. You know, we're going to be on the phone, right? And you would be amazed at how disciplined you can get, right, to set those appointments so that we can go to lunch, right? And so the company can pay for your lunch. But anyway, my point is discipline. One other thing about discipline is when you're disciplined in one area of your life, it starts to spill over into other areas of your life too. Okay? So if you're disciplined with your health, that can spill over into your relationship, or vice versa. If you're disciplined in business, that can spill over into your health, right? Because discipline is nothing but a muscle. Okay? So once you start exercising and strengthening that muscle, it's really going to help you in every arena of your life. All right? So again, PhD, y'all. P stands for psychology, H stands for hustle, and D stands for what again? Discipline. So now that you have your PhD, make sure that you apply it to your business. Make sure you apply it to your life, and I guarantee you, you'll see some incredible results. That's all I got, y'all. Appreciate it. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks a lot.